All right, so our process for post and pole, we typically dig a couple holes at a time. We build it as we go. We're using our large auger. And again, this is like manufacturer, what they want as far as how you tamp these posts. We don't put any concrete in it unless it's a gate post. So we set our posts in there. We're going to eyeball it for the most part down here. It doesn't have to be perfect because we have a process of retamping and rechecking level and then running the string line across the top line to get everything perfect. So we get the post set in, and then he's going to start backfilling with his foot to get it to hold in place, basically where he wants it. And then typically, if I wasn't running the camera, I would be running the shovel, and I would backfill as much of this as I possibly could for him. And the reason why we run a spade bit down in there is to really condense and pack that dirt um, before we start to tamp. So we want that spade to take up all of, it would be like kind of air bubbles or pockets where there's no dirt. We're going to use that to really compact it. And I promise you, if you do not do this step, your post will wobble. So if you do this process, basically this is horse fencing. We're going to have horses leaning on it, and you're not going to have any problems. Now we're in really good dirt here. Rocks will cause a problem, but typically we just keep banging away. So we're going to tamp it down as hard as we can with our proprietary tamp, which is basically a pole, and then cut down. We're going to refill. And what we do is once we tamp, we like to leave a ring around the top at the final tamp. So this fence will get tamped 3 times and it's before we're completed with it. And you see how there's a ring there. We're going to leave that little ring because that little ring is going to catch water, and rain is going to puddle there for a minute on the very next rain that we get at some point, and then it's going to harden up that dirt like nobody's business. So instead of leaving a mound next to the post, we like to tamp it and leave it low. So that way there's actually standing water that seeps down through all that dirt. And these posts are in the ground 32 inches, 34 inches. So in 6 months, you're not going to be able to move this. You will need a piece of equipment to pull this out. And as you can see, this corner post has been in. Basically, I can barely move it. It's been in maybe 4 days. So as this ground matures around these posts, it'll turn into concrete. And again, we're in the West, we're in Idaho. This is how we do it. So this line has already had a string line run across the top. Like I said, 2 more tamps. We'll adjust height with a string line, and we still have to put wire on here. And when all that's done, it'll get a tamping again. And so there'll be 3 total tamps using all the dirt that came out of the holes to replace. And that's how you do post and pole in Idaho. And that's exactly what the manufacturer wants, no concrete. And these posts are 25-year lifespan.